Jnanakosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Rig Veda.
ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवस्त्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतकान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः
Jnanakosha, hymns on Marutas. Hymns on Marut.
क्रीलं वः शर्धो मरुतमनर्वाणं रथे शुभं कण्वा अभिप्रगायत ये पृषतीभिर्षिभिः साकं वाचीभिरञ्जिभिः अजायन्त स्वभानवः इहेव शृण्व येषां कछ हस्तेषु यद्वदान्नि यामाञ्चित्रमुरुञ्जते.
Mandala 1, Sukta 165. Rishi Indra in meter Tristub hailed Indra and Maruts. With what bright beauty are the Maruts jointly invested, peers in age who dwell together. From what place have they come? With what intention sing they their strength through love of wealth, these heroes? Whose prayers have they, the youthful ones, accepted? Who to his sacrifice hath turned the Maruts? We will delay them on their journey, sweeping with what high spirit through the air like eagles. Whence comest thou alone, thou who art mighty, Indra, lord of the brave? What is thy purpose? Thou greetest us when meeting us, the bright ones. Lord of bay steeds, say what thou hast against us. Mine are devotions, hymns, sweet are libations. Strength stirs and hurls forth is my bolt of thunder. They call for me, their lords are longing for me. These my bay steeds bear me to these oblations. Therefore, together with our strong companions, having adorned our bodies, now we harness our spotted deed with might, for thou, O Indra, hast learned and understood our godlike nature. Where was that nature then of yours, O Maruts, that ye charged me alone to slay the dragon? For I in truth am fierce and strong and mighty. I bent away from every foeman's weapons. Yea, much hast thou achieved with us for comrades, with manly valour like thine own, thou hero. Much may we too achieve, O mightiest Indra, with our great power, we Maruts, when we will it. Vratha, I slew by mine own strength, O Maruts, having waxed mighty in mine indignation. I with the thunder in my hand created for man these lucid softly flowing waters. Nothing, O Meghavan, stands firm before thee. Among the gods not one is found thine equal. None born or springing into life comes nigh thee. Do what thou hast to do, exceeding mighty. Mine only be transcendent power, whatever I, daring in my spirit, may accomplish. For I am known as terrible, O Maruts, I, Indra, am the lord of what I ruined. Now, O ye Maruts, hath your praise rejoiced me the glorious hymn, which have made me heroes. For me, for Indra, champion strong in battle, for me yourselves as lovers for a lover. Here truly they sent forth their sheen to meet me, wearing their blameless glory and their vigor. When I have seen you, Maruts, in gay splendor, ye have delighted me, so now delight me. Who here hath magnified you, O ye Maruts? Speed forward, O ye lovers, to your lovers. Ye radiant ones, assisting their devotion of these my holy rites, ye he be regardful. To this hath Minya's wisdom brought us, so as to aid, as aids the poet him who worships. Bring hither quick on the sage, A Maruts, these prayers for you the singer hath recited. May this your praise, may this young song, O Maruts, sung by the poet Mana's son, Mandarya, bring offspring for ourselves with food to feed us. May we find strengthening food in full abundance. Mandala 1, Sukta 66, Rishi Agastya Maitruvarni, meter Jagati, hailed Maruts. Now let us publish for the vigorous company, the herald of the strong one, their primeval might. With fire upon your way, O Maruts, loud of voice, with battle, mighty ones, achieve your deeds of strength. Bringing the pleasant math as it were their own dear son, they sported sportive wise, gay at their gatherings. The Rudras come with succor to the worshipper. Self-strong, they fail not him who offers sacrifice. To whomsoever, bringer of oblations, the immortal guardians have given plenteous wealth. For him, like loving friends, the Maruts bringing bliss bedew the regions round with milk abundantly. Ye who with mighty powers have stirred the regions up, your cursors have sped forth directed by themselves. All creatures of the earth, all dwellings are afraid, for brilliant is your coming with your spears advanced. When they in dazzling rush have made the mountains roar and shaken heaven's high back in their heroic strength. Each sovereign of the forest fears as he drive near, aid the shrubs fly before you, shift as whirling wheels. Terrible Maruts, ye with never diminished host, with great benevolence fulfill our heart's desire. Wherever your lightning bites armed with its glory, teeth in crunches up the cattle like a well-aimed dart. Givers of enduring gifts, whose bounties never fail, free from ill will, at sacrifices glorified. They sing their song aloud, that they may drink sweet joys. Well to do they know the hero's first heroic deeds. With castles 100-fold, O Maruts, guard ye well the man whom ye have loved from ruin and from sin. The man whom ye the fears, the mighty ones who roar, preserve from calumny by cherishing his seed. O Maruts, in your cars are all things that are good. Great powers are set as it were in rivalry therein. Rings are upon your shoulders when ye journey forth. Your axle turns together both the chariot wheels. Held in your manly arms are many goodly things. Gold chains are on your chest and glistering ornaments. Deer skins are on their shoulders, on their fellies' knives. They spread their glory out as birds spread out their wings. Mighty in mightiness, pervading, passing strong, visible from afar as it were with stars of heaven. Lovely with pleasant tongues, sweet singers with their mouths, the Maruts, joined with Indra, shout forth all around. This is your majesty, ye Maruts nobly born, far as the sway of aided your bounty spreads. Even Indra, by desertion, never disannuals the boon bestowed by you upon the pious man. This is your kinship, Maruts, that immortals ye were oft in olden time, regardful of our call, having vouchsafed to man a hearing through this prayer, by wondrous deeds the heroes have displayed their might. That, O ye Maruts, we may long time flourish through your abundant riches, O shift movers, and that our men may spread in the encampment, let me complete the rite with these oblations. May this your Lord, may this your song, O Maruts, sung by the poet, Mana's son, Mandarya, bring offspring for ourselves with food to feed us. May we find strengthening food in full abundance. Sukta 167, Mandala 1, Rishi Agastya Maitruvarni in meter Thristu hailed Indra and Maruts. 1,000 are thy helps for us, O Indra, 1,000, Lord of bays, thy choice refreshment, wealth of 1,000 sorts hast thou to cheer us. May precious gods come nigh to us in thousands. May the most sapient Maruts with protection, with best boons brought from lofty heaven, approach us. Now when their team of the most noble horses speeds even on the sea's extremest limit, close to them clings one moving in seclusion, like a man's wife, like a spear carried rearward, well grasped, bright, decked with gold. There is walk also, like to a courtly, eloquent dame among them. Far of the brilliant, never weary Maruts cling to the young maid as a joint position. The fierce gods drave not Rodasi before them, but wished for her to grow their friend and fellow. When chose immortal Rodasi to follow, she with loose tresses and heroic spirit, she climbed her servant's chariot. She like Surya, with cloud-like motion and refulgent aspect. Upon their cart the young men set the maiden wedded to glory, mighty in assemblies. When your song, Maruts, rose and with oblation the Soma pourer sang his hymn in worship. I will declare the greatness of these Maruts, their real greatness, worthy to be lauded. How with them she, though firm, strong-minded, haughty, travels to women happy in their fortune. Mitra and Varuna, they guard from censure. Aryaman, too, discovers worthless sinners. Firm things are overthrown that never were shaken. He prospers. Maruts, who gives choice oblations. None of us, Maruts, near or at a distance, hath ever reached the limit of your vigor. They courageous might, still waxing boldly, have compassed round their foemen like an ocean. May we this day be dearest friends of Indra, and let us call on him in fight tomorrow. So were we erst, new might attend us daily. So be with us, Rubik son of the heroes. May this your song, O Maruts, sung by the poet, Mana's son, Mandarya. Bring offspring of ourselves with food to feed us. May we find strengthening food in full abundance. Sukta 168 in Mandala 1, Rishi Agastya Maitruvarni in meter Thristu hailed Maruts. Shift gain is his who hath you. Near at every rite, ye welcome every song of him who serves the gods. So may I turn you hither with fair hymns of praise, to give great succor for the wealth or weal of both the worlds. Surrounding, as it were, self-born, self-powerful, they spring to life the shakers down of food and light, like as the counter's undulations and undulations of the floods, worthy of praise when near, like bullocks and like kine. They who, like somas, with their well-grown stalks pressed out, imbibed within The heart dwell there in friendly wise. Upon their shoulders rests as it were a warrior's spear, and in their hand they hold a dagger and a ring. Self-yoked they have descended lightly from the sky. With your own lash, immortals, urge yourselves to speed. Unstained by dust, the Maruts, mighty in their strength, have cast down them firm things, armed with their shining spears. Who among you, O Maruts, armed with lightning spears, moveth you by themselves and himself, as with the tongue his jaws? A rush from heaven's floor, as though ye sought for food, on many errands like the sun's diurnal steed. Say where, then, is this mighty region's farthest bound, where Maruts is the lowest depth that ye have reached? When he cast you like chaff the firmly stabilized pile, and from the mountain sent the glittering water fled. Your winning is with strength, dazzling with heavenly light, with fruit mature, O Maruts, fall of plenteousness. Auspicious is your gift, like a freed giver's mead, victorious, spreading far as of immortal gods. The rivers roar before your chariot, feliz when they are uttering the voice of rain clouds. The lightnings laugh upon the earth beneath them. What time the Maruts scatter forth their fatness? Prani brought forth to fight the mighty battle, the glittering army of the restless Maruts. Nurtured together they beget the monster, and then looked round them for the food that strengthens. May this your loud, may this your song, O Maruts, sung by the poet Mana's son, Mandala. Bring offspring of ourselves with food to feed us. May we find strengthening food in full abundance. Shukta 170 in Mandala 1, Rishi Indra in meter Bruhati hailed Indra and Maruts. Not is today, tomorrow not, who comprehends the mystery. We must address ourselves unto another's thought, and lost in then the hope we form. The Maruts are thy brothers. Why, O Indra, wouldest thou take our lives? Agree with them in friendly wise, and do not slay us in the fight. Agastya, brother, why dost thou neglect us, thou who art our friend? We know the nature of thy mind. Verily thou wilt give us naught. Let them prepare the altar, let them kindle fire in front. We too here will spread sacrifice for thee, that the immortal may observe. Thou Lord of wealth, art master of all treasures, thou Lord of friends, art thy friend's best supporter. O Indra, speak thou kindly with the Maruts, and taste oblations in their proper season. Shukta 171 in Mandala 1, Rishi Agastya Maitruvarni in meter Tristip hailed Maruts. To you I come with this mine adoration, and with a hymn I crave the song, one's favor, a hymn that truly makes you joyful. Maruts, suppress your anger and unyoke your horses. Maruts, to you this Lord with prayer and worship, formed in the mind and heart, a God is offered. Come ye to us, rejoicing in your spirit, for ye are they who make our prayer effective. The Maruts, praised by us, shall show us favor. Meghavan, lauded, shall be most propitious. Maruts, may all our days that are to follow be very pleasant, lovely, and triumphant. I fled in terror from this mighty Indra, my body trembling in alarm. O Maruts, oblations meant for you had been made ready. These have we set aside, for this forgive us. By whom the Manas recognize the day springs, by whose strength at the dawn of endless mornings give us thou mighty, glory with Maruts, fierce with the fierce, the strong who givest triumph. Do thou, O Indra, guard the conquering heroes and rid thee of thy wrath against the Maruts. With them the wise victorious, and bestow we may find strengthening food in full abundance. Shukta 172. Rishi Agastya Maitruvarni in meter Gayatri hailed Maruts. Wonderful, let your coming be, wondrous with help, ye bounteous ones, Maruts, who gleam as serpents gleam. Far be from us, O Maruts, ye free givers, your impetuous shaft. Far from us be the stone ye hurl. O bounteous givers, touch ye not, O Maruts, Triskanda spoke, lift ye us up that we may live.